Hello and welcome, guys, to another episode of Cooking with Brightside. Or actually baking you Wookiees, cause we're making some cookies, and yeah, we're making the so-called Linzer Augen, which means eyes from Linz, which is a town somewhere. And you're going to need at least 2 eggs. And you're only going to take the yolk of them. You're also going to need some powdered sugar, some butter, the jam that you like the most. The best jam to do it is red currant jam. You're also going to need some sugar and some flour. And you're also going to need some vanilla sugar. Yeah, let's do it. Christmas cookies. What the hell? Do something. And the first step is you put the bowl onto a scale. And you add some, And you add some flour. You add 300 grams of flour. The Spartans would be proud of us. Look at it. Next, you add the vanilla sugar. 1 pack of that stuff. So that's 8 grams of vanilla sugar in there. The vanilla sugar is brighter than the flour. Next you add some sugar. You add a lot. That's a lot of sugar. Almost 100 grams or almost 90 grams. Next you take your eggs and you only add the yolk of them. Separate the yolk from the proteins. Get your unborn chicken and add it. And there you have it. And those are your cookies. Enjoy. Next, you use a machine. You set up your cooking machine thing. I don't know what it's called, but you set up your machine and you attach the dough hook to it. But it's also possible to do this step with your hands. Because back in the day, when people didn't have electricity, they also used their hands for stuff. They didn't have machines. Okay? Next, we're going to take 200 grams of butter. That's not enough. That's not enough either. Not enough. Not enough. Too much. Too much. That is too much. No. Too much. Okay, so you close your machine and then you activate it, I suppose. Come on. Look at this. I could watch this process all day. You see this yolk over there? It's kind of stuck on the dough hook. We're producing orange flour here. So then you're going to take small pieces of the butter and you're going to insert them into the process. Look at this, that's how it's done. I'm not sure what's supposed to happen, but something is going to happen, I hope. This doesn't make sense to me, what's happening in there, because the butter is just kind of being pushed around in there, sticking to the bone and stuff. Our main butter piece is getting smaller and smaller. That's the 1 gram we have to melt. What are you doing? Yeah, cut the butter. I think the dough hook isn't really doing a good job in there. Now, all the butter is in there, but nothing else is happening. So, your so-called dough is ready as soon as your eyes tell you so. butter has to be mixed with the flour, as you can see. The decision is yours. Remove your hands from my field of view. That's awesome. What the hell? Okay, now you're just playing around with it. And I don't know what's happening there, but yeah, if you can do this with your dough, it seems to be ready. When you're able to form your dough, get it out of there. See? Bam. And you put it onto a plate. Looks like a giant turd or something. I don't know. So I don't know what's happening right here, but do this. You have to do it because otherwise you won't get your delicious Christmas cookies. Eyes of Linz. You won't be able to have them if you don't do that. And there you have it. Your dough. Enjoy. Not finished? Okay. Next, you wrap up your dough with some foil. This prevents the dough from drying out. And now, you put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. See you then. Half an hour has passed, and there is our dough. So ready. There we have it. What a beautiful little thing. Next, you activate your oven, and you set it to 180 degrees. Also, if your dough is too crumbly, knead it a little bit. So, knead it, and yeah, then it shouldn't be crumbly anymore, I suppose. Now, you get a surface on which you can work on. Cover it with a little bit of flour, just like this. Get some dough, put it onto the surface, and then you spread it. Spread the dough, just like this. Spread it. Use a thing like this to do this. Amazing. Don't make the dough too thin. You want to have some awesome cookies, so don't make it too thin. Next, you get a thing like this to cut out the cookies. So you have a nice shape, a cookie shape stabber. Let's just call it like that. Cookie shape stabber, because you stab the dough. Cut the cookies. So you want to have the same amount of each cookie version. So you need the closed ones and the one with the hole in the middle. And you want to have as much of these as you have of these. You know, right now it's not good. Now it's better. So now keep on stabbing those cookies until you get no dough left. Now, let's put them into the preheated oven. Way, there they go. You put them into the oven for 10 minutes. Now, 10 minutes have passed. Let's look at the result. As you can see, these are our cookies, but they're not finished yet. And then, as they're pretty hot right now, we'll let them cool down for a bit. Okay, now that all of our cookie parts are finished, we're on to the last steps. What's cracking? Now, you take all of those cookie parts, which have a hole in the middle, and then get some powdered sugar and apply it. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Onto the cookie parts, onto the cookie parts, onto the cookie parts. Those are the eyes. If you're asking yourself why they're called eyes, make sure all of your cookie parts are covered. We're kind of covered. I mean, the majority of the powdered sugar is beside the cookies, but hey. Now, let's move on to the final step. Take those parts of the cookies which don't have a hole. Get a knife and your jelly, and then apply the jam/jelly onto the bottom of the cookies. Well, that's a mess. And then you just put the cookie part with the hole on top. And now you can see the eye of Linz. Or one eye of Linz. Linz has many eyes, as you can see. Another color. And now your eyes of Linz / Linzer Augen are finished. Enjoy! See you in the next episode of Cooking with Brightside.